Welcome to Great Gadgets and Gear. Let's talk about some bags. I don't know about you, but I have a ton of bags. I got a day hike bag, I got a backpacking bag, I got a bug out bag, a get home bag, and I got a hotel travel bag. And then maybe you have other bags like inch bags or military bags or survival bags or whatever. I know when I was working on my bug out bag, you know, your bags constantly go under review. You're constantly changing them, modifying them, updating the gear, whatever. But, you know, some of that gear gets expensive. And, you know, some people I know I sure can't afford to buy some of the same things over and over and over again to make sure I have them in each bag because they're so expensive. And, you know, then, you know, try to remember in what bag that item is that I need without forgetting it when I leave. So it got to be too much. You know, one bag can't cover every single contingency because it wouldn't be a bag, it would be a mobile home or a car. I mean, you know, so in order to try to improve my system a little bit, I came up with a new idea. And this is my new idea, the worst case scenario bag. Okay? So, now, the purpose of this bag is to help solve that problem. Here it is, the worst case scenario bag. And it's to be able to take this bag and throw it into any of my other bags at a moment's notice. Let's say I got to go to a hotel. I can throw this into my carry-on and boom, I have what I need. Let's say I want to go backpacking. I throw this in my backpack. I can throw it in my bug out bag. Whatever I need to do. I can attach it to a bag, or it's small enough where I can throw it inside. Because I actually redid my bags yet again to try out this concept and see how it was going to work. So this is a 511 10x6 pouch. I just got this. I picked it up off of eBay. It cost me about 30 bucks. Which, considering the other bags I've tried, it was a little high for something so small, but you can look around, you can get it on sale. It has this really cool feature called Slick Stick system. So if you wanted to attach this to a military pack, you pop the snap and man, these things just come right up. I mean, that is slick. And then, you know, they're nothing to weave through. You can weave them through any way you want, and then just snap them back down. So it is kind of a cool system. I did kind of like that. The bag itself, it's just a little bit small for this concept of mine. But I'm trying to make it work because the next size up is too big. So I'd rather have it smaller than bigger. So you got some MOLLE on the front. It's got dual zippers. It's got these little tabs on the side where you can slip like a carabiner or whatever in there, and then the rest of your MOLLE system. On the bottom it has a couple of drain holes, and you can see my countertop is dusty. Okay, so let's check out what's in my worst case scenario bag. Alright, the first item, this is my GPS, and it's an X-Trek 20. And this is a really cool hiking GPS, biking GPS. I was able to find sites where I could load up all the maps for free. The only map I couldn't get for free was the city map, and I really didn't need the city map anyway, so this works out really, really great. Again, this is not a very cheap item. It's not ultra expensive, but this is definitely something I don't want to buy 3, 4, 5 times. And looks like I got some glue on it or something. So that's the reason that's in there. Okay, next, my GoPro. My GoPro Hero 3. I think this is the middle one. I think it's the silver. Love my GoPro. This thing is awesome. I take this when I go mountain biking. I take it pretty much anywhere because it's a great little small camera. Battery life's not really great on it, but I mean, you can dunk this in the water. You can take it all over the place. So that, again, is definitely something I don't want to buy over and over for different bags. And I sure don't want to forget that thing. Whether I'm out in the woods and I'm checking out animals or lakes or beautiful scenery, or if I'm traveling and I'm checking out beautiful countries or whatever, GoPro. Nothing else you can really need to say about that. Alright, my ham radio. definitely, you know, it's not an expensive item, but I don't want to buy 3, 4, or 5 of these things again. So it's nice. I have one. I just got a new cover for it, little rubbery cover to help kind of protect it in case I drop it. Not sure how much protection it'll be, but thought I'd give it a try. So again, another item that can make it from pack to pack. This is a new item I just got today, and it's the Eye Shield by Survival Metrics, and it's a pair of compact sunglasses. What it's made out of is like a tinted film, and then they took some foam pads and ran it all around the outside of it, outlined the outside so it, you know, kind of sticks to your face. Plus, you're not getting rubbed by any, you know, sharp pieces of plastic or anything. And then it has a drawstring that wraps around the back of your head to keep it in place. I thought this was kind of a cool concept because, you know, you're not going to break them. You're not going to, you know, scratch them or whatever. It comes in their nice little travel can. They gave you some paracord. There's actually like, I think, 2 feet of paracord inside the can. A cleaning cloth. And right now they're wrapped in a protective thing because I haven't taken them out yet and tried them out. But I thought these would be really good in an emergency situation. If you forget or you break your glasses, you can pull these out in the snow, pull them out in the sun, whatever. So there you go. There's some sunglasses. Next is an emergency survival bag. You know, it's not a survival bag. It's a contingency bag, but you know, survival is very important. So you definitely, no matter what your situation, because you never know, you might have to go from a hotel into the woods. You know, there might be something going on, you know, that you have to get out of that hotel and you don't have anywhere to go, or whatever. You know, you have to leave, you have to travel, you know, spur of the moment. You know, you're stuck in an airport. You got something to keep you warm. This is only $10 on Amazon, and it is, I think that's NDOR, or it could be NDUR. The company that makes this. But it was inexpensive, and it's cool because it's olive green, so you cannot be noticed if you don't want to be. And then the inside, you have your choice of orange or silver. I actually got the olive green and silver combination. So the silver is reflective. You could try to use it to signal. In either way, the foily, you know, silver or the orange can help you get noticed if you need to. So for $10, you know, it doesn't fold up as neat and small as the SOL. It's a little bit cheaper though, and it worked out good. Okay. Battery pack. Make sure you have all your stuff charged. This is just standing in for my larger one. I have a 13,000 one, and oh, I love it. It's great. So no matter where you are, you know, you need to, you know, charge up your phone or your GPS or whatever, and this is a little bit smaller and more compact than a solar panel. So that comes in handy. SWAT T, tourniquet. You never know. I mean, especially with everything going on in the world, with these, you know, people freaking out and shooting people in malls and schools and everywhere else, you never know when this could come in handy. It's not an expensive, super expensive item. I don't want to. I have a few of them. I have a couple different kinds. I have the SWAT T. I have, oh, I can't think of the other one. It's not a cat. That's the other one. But I have some decent ones. But I don't want to keep buying these over and over again either. It's nice to be able to just transport from one bag to another. Same with the Quick Clot. It just makes it easier. So this way I always have it. This way I can have lesser inexpensive stuff, you know, in my medical kits, like medicines and stuff like that are cheaper and easier to get and transport between the bags. And then lastly, for that section, the Israeli battle bandage. Again, they're not really expensive, but, you know, just keeping it all together. So that way I have like a little trauma section going on there. Okay. Extra phone. This is a Samsung, really old phone, Galaxy 2. It's in a nice OtterBox case, and this is great. Again, it doesn't matter where you are. It's got books on it. It's got games on it. It has all kinds of apps on there. You know, there's some survival stuff in there, though. There's first aid stuff in there. there's restaurant stuff, places to eat. So very versatile. I mean, everybody knows your phones, they're like little computers. So there's my little computer. And this one's nice too because it'll actually take a, you can put an extra SD card in it. Okay, just a little packet of stuff. I got a Sharpie, a pen, and a pencil, so I have something to write with. I got a little Write in the Rain notepad for anywhere. You know, you want to take notes, you got to write a list, something to do, whatever. And then a compass. It's always good just to have a compass anyways. If something happens and the GPS goes out, then I got a backup. And you just can't go wrong with a compass. Now this was a cool item that has been added. This is a lockpick set. It's kind of like an escape set, really, because you've got a little saw here. So if your ass is duct taped in somebody's basement, you can try and cut the duct tape off and get out of there. This is actually a promotion. I got 2 of these from the ReadyMan.com site, and you should check it out. The guy's ex-military, and it's some really cool training, and you know, he's got some great videos, you know, like how to escape if you're kidnapped, or you know, how to get out of different situations, how to get out of everything from being duct taped to being tied with a rope to zip ties to all that, how to get out of all that stuff. So it's a really cool site. You might want to go over and check out ReadyMan.com. It is definitely hardcore and definitely geared toward, you know, military guys. But I found it very informative too, because you know, women get kidnapped all the time. So you know, anything that helps you with self-defense or whatever, you know, it's a good thing. So training is always good. D-ring, took it off my bug out bag. They're good to have for a lot of reasons. So, and this one's actually a weight-bearing one, so that's even better. They just got a little hair scrunchie. I have long hair. I got to keep it out of my face. Okay, back to charging. I wanted to make sure that I had a wall charger in case I'm in a hotel or whatever. I wanted to make sure that I had a car charger in case I'm in my car. I want to make sure I cover as many contingencies as possible. And then this is a new item. I'm really big into the retractable cords with the little pieces that come with it, where you can change out from the micro to the mini to, you know, whatever, the iPhone 4, whatever you need. Because they're small, they're convenient, and they, you know, become quite large when you open them. This was kind of a cool idea. It's super lightweight, you know, it's made out of plastic, so, and it's like the Swiss Army knife of charging cables. It's called a, can't pronounce it, Rerii, R-E-R-I-I, Swiss knife shape multifunction USB cable. So this thing is pretty cool, and it's only about $8.99. And as you can see, it opens up like a Swiss Army knife. Okay, so it's cool. You open it up, and there's the micro, and then you have the 4S or the 4 for Apple, and then you have the charging for iPhone 5 and 6, and then you have the USB plug in there. So you just pick whatever you need. Okay, let's say you want the iPhone 4, because that's what I got. Now, the only thing with this is, because it's in a straight line like this, if you have a case on your phone, it's a little bit hard to get it to charge because the case gets in the way. I have been able to do it when this has been hooked up to my computer. So far, it's kind of a struggle when it's hooked up on the battery pack. But it does work, and it, you know, it's something different. And then it has a little selector switch there that you would switch back and forth either for the iPhone 4, the micro, or the 5. And you just push up on this, push it down to whatever position you need. And then there's a blue indicator light here to show that it's working. I would show you, but it's a little difficult with that battery pack. I haven't mastered it yet, so, but it does work, and it's very lightweight, so it was just a different option that I thought I would try in this kit. I just tossed in some water purifying tablets just because water is so important. It doesn't matter where you are. You could have something happening at a hotel where the water gets contaminated and you can't drink it for whatever reason. This pack is obviously too small to have a filter in there. You could put a Sawyer filter in here. You'd have to sacrifice some other piece of gear for it though. So I figured this is worst case scenario. So if I can't find water any other way, that's what I would use. Okay, this is made by Surefire, and if you can't tell already, it's a pair of earphones. I'm thinking about music. Earplugs. Now, I have a pair of the big, bulky, over-your-head type for the range. You know, and they work fine and everything, but, you know, they're a little old and antiquated, and, you know, they work well, but I wanted to try something new. And I watched Hickok 45. The guy does really good gun reviews, and he's entertaining to watch. And I seen him. He had a set with, like, coming out like an orange horseshoe shape, and at the end is just a little foam earplugs. And I almost got those, and then I seen these by Surefire, and I think these are the... This is Jordan in the background. She's always got to be in the video one way or another. I think these are EP5s, and instead of the foam, they have this nice soft silicone that changes from real tiny and then increases in size. They're very, very comfortable, and I think these are rated up to, I think these are 26 decibels. So, you know, if you're in a hotel and you're trying to sleep and you got noisy neighbors doing whatever next door, you want to drown them out, or, you know, if you want to go to the range, or if you're out in the woods shooting, or someone else is out in the woods shooting, you got some earplugs to try and help you sleep. Okay, a map. You know, obviously, you know, it depends on where you're going. You know, if you have to change your map out, you change your map out. This is in a Locksack bag, and it's rolled because it fit better into the bag. When I tried putting it in the other way, it wasn't working out. So it worked this way. Alright, here's a new item too. This thing's kind of cool. Let's say it is a military situation, you're out tromping your butt around the woods, and you're hearing all kinds of noises and you don't know what's going on, and you know, you duck down behind a big hill or a big log, and you need to kind of covertly see what's going on. Here you go. A retractable mirror. It retracts 30 inches. You can get them in all different lengths. It's up to you. And you can get the mirror in all different sizes too. This one actually came in a kit, and it's a 2¼ inch mirror, and it came in this kit with another extra mirror replacement. And I mean, dirt cheap. This thing was like dirt cheap. I just wanted to try it out. I wasn't even sure what size mirror to get or anything, so I kind of guessed. But it was like $5 or $6, you know. I mean, so it was something different, something kind of cool. I guess you could use it in a hotel too, you know, if you, I don't know, needed to see the back of your head or something. Or you wanted to peek out the door and see who's coming down the hallway. You could do that. You could shove it underneath the door. So multi-use with that. Something different. It's kind of cool. Alright. Leatherman. I mean, this thing is expensive. It's like $80 to $100 depending on where you buy it, when you buy it, how hard you hunt for it. But it's cool. It's a Leatherman. I mean, come on. You know, Leathermans are awesome quality. And this one is the, you've seen this one, and if you've seen my other videos, it's the Wave. And it comes with the 2 rows of the bits, and the extender, and then the awesomeness of the Wave. You know, it's got the serrated blade. It's got the regular straight blade. It's got the, what is it, a file? Oh no, here's the saw. That's major, one of the major reasons I got it, because I like the saw. And, you know, it's pretty sharp. It ain't no cheap chintzy thing. And then it's got a file on this side. And it's nice because all the stuff locks. That's another prime reason why I like this. I missed the spring though. I missed the ones that are on the spring, but whatever. Whatever. It's got a ton of tools in it, and they lock. And that was the thing I really liked is, you know, you pull out your little can over here and it locks into place, so you're not going to hurt yourself. So nice quality. Now the only thing though is this thing is heavier than shit, and I'm going to pull out the scale here, and we'll take a peek at it. Alright. Wow, that's heavy, man. 13.35 ounces. Wow. Definitely heavy. But, you know, tools. It's nice to have tools, whether you're out in the woods or you're at a hotel and you have to fix something. And then the last item is my survival kit. If you haven't seen the video on this, go watch it. It's a really cool kit. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's really cool. You know, a lot of people throw the word, you know, ultimate around, or, you know, the best, or, you know, whatever. This is a really cool kit. I mean, it just is. It's very capable. It's very diverse, and it's in a really cool Maxpedition cocoon pouch, and it has just a shitload of capabilities. Just to be blunt. It's really cool. And, you know, the more I put in here, I'm just shocked that it still takes even more. Even since my last update, I was able to squeeze a knife sharpener in here. I mean, I am completely and totally impressed. But to be honest, to get this one in here, though, I did sacrifice something. I sacrificed those fuel cubes. Not the wet fire, but like the Esbit type cubes. Because I do have wet fire in here. So the knife sharpener is, you know, definitely important. And for anybody who was wondering why there's change in here in a survival kit, I tried to make this thing, you know, as diverse as possible so I could use it for anything that may have come up. Not every instance is going to be end of the world or, you know, a military thing or whatever. So you're not necessarily going to be able to go up and, you know, bust the glass out of a vending machine and take what you want. So it's nice to have some change in there. If you need a pop, you need, you know, whatever. I mean, I keep money in, you know, my various kits and on my person or whatever, but it's always nice to have, you know, a backup. And change, you know, sometimes dollar bills won't feed. You know, change is another good option to have. So I threw that in there. So, this is my worst case scenario bag. You know what? Actually, real quick, just as a comparison, it was 13.35 for that Leatherman. Check out this. 13.885. So you're talking about how close these two are in weight. It's amazing. And then what you get in each one. So I just thought that was kind of interesting because this one doesn't feel nearly as heavy as this one does, but they are both quite heavy. So there's my worst case scenario bag. Let me know what you think. I'd be curious to hear some input on this bag and the concept of this bag. You can change out any of the stuff that's in this bag. This is more or less, you know, a concept to try and save yourself some money so you don't have to buy the same things over and over. So you can have all the capable things that you want every single time you're going out, whether it's going traveling, you know, you're going to take off and go to Vegas, or you're going to go out in the woods backpacking, or you got to bug out, or you got to get home, or whatever the case may be. You know, pick out your must-have favorite things and try out this concept and see if it works for you. This is definitely going to solve a problem for me. It's going to save me some money, and I'll be able to use my GPS no matter where I go. You know, if I go travel, let's say I go down to Colorado. I like to hike. I'm going to have that with me, but this is going to be my travel bag. So I'll be ready to go, so I can just pop it out. I really like the concept of this. One bag that can go in many bags. All those different bags, and you might even have more bags than me. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it inspires you. And drop me a line. Let me know what you think. Till the next video, take care. And let's hope you don't have a worst case scenario.